Good morning, everybody. A crazy film, an incredible film, the most exhilarating film of the competition in the social networks. Everybody, the critics who reviews are full of superlatives. So they are really happy here. So the film that we're going to be talking about this morning doesn't do things by half. It's the French director Coralie Fargeat who takes us into a gore film, a horror film, a film with bodily fluids all over the place called Substance. So, resserré. So there we've got everybody here. So this is in the middle, with very happy with the critical reception of the film. So on, we've got Demi, we've got Dennis Quaid, we've got Coralie Fargeat in the middle, and it's her second film after a first horror film called Revenge. So it's a sort of a Faustian pact. There's a whole loads of things. It's sort of between body art and Sunset Boulevard. So it's plastic surgery, it's body horror. So this is from the Figaro. So the Substance goes further than anything you could imagine. It says Allociné for Le Monde. It's dirty fluid all over the croisette. A blistering film. And the film was very well received here by the audience as well, which gave a long-standing ovation, several minutes long. It's a genre film. If you saw Titan 2 years ago, the Palme d'Or, this film is a bit in the same vein. It's a film which has references to Cronenberg. I mean, you can't help thinking about Cronenberg when you see a film. But there's a bit of Kubrick in there, there's Hitchcock. It's a film which is political too, because she takes her revenge again on this society that insists that older women should stop their careers for younger women so they can take over. So the synopsis, it is the substance. This substance is a substance that you can inject yourself with so that the best part of yourself can be born from you. And you have to cohabit with another body, which is you as well, but is a better version of you. And for Demi Moore, it's Margaret Qualley, another American actress who was in Yorgos Lanthimos' film in competition this year. And so they have to live 1 week on, 1 week off. It's a bit like being divorced with children, but living with yourself. And so it's completely wild. It's exhilarating as well. It's sort of, she's a sort of female Östlund. Östlund is at 2 Palme d'Or here. His films are good, tend to go for the rich as well. So Demi Moore, great actress from Ghost, 1990. Of course, 1994, Disclosure, G.I. Jane, 1997. And the photographers are going wild here. And she said, Coralie Fargeat said, I wanted an icon, somebody whose background tells something. I don't do realistic cinema, I work with symbols. That's why I wanted to create codes and things like this. And this suits me as well. So this is what the director said. That's why she chose Demi Moore. Of course, she's well known for scenes in the 1990s, a very popular actress. And she's back here as a TV, anchorwoman TV television presenter. And she's going to be sacked from her job. Oh, this little dog. I don't know if it's her dog or not. whether it'll have the Palme d'Or or not, but the dog isn't in the film. We do know that, so we'll have the sort of photos that the photographers love here. So this little dog here in the Photocall, and Margaret Quaid couldn't stay, but Demi Moore is here with her little dog. Coralie Fargeat wrote a first film called, or directed a first film called Revenge, and she said that she wanted to be a director since she was about 16 or 17 years old. And her film is very interesting as well, insofar as the genre film has always been a means of making political statements, but for a while now it's been sort of taken over by women and feminism, and it produces something which is fascinating. In genre films before were pretexts, of course, to show women suffering and dramatic situations, often filmed by men as well, and whose intentions remain doubtful. But now women are sort of taking over the genre to get their revenge in a way. And for these characters, for these female characters who've been so mistreated, and it's like Julien Cornu, when she got to Palme d'Or, she said, "Thank you for letting the monsters in." And Coralie Fargeat is letting the monsters in, definitely, in her film. So how a society deals or treats women, and so all sorts of questions raised by Coralie Fargeat in her film The Substance, which has really shaken people up here on the Croisette. Well, the welcome for Emily Perez from Audiard was good, but The Substance has come to confirm this adventure that is feminist. That's what Libération says. Here we have Dennis Quaid, who has come to see The Paradise, Baden Parker, in 1990, which was in competition in Cannes. Dennis Quaid is an American actor. He was as well in competition in 1980, a film by Walter Hill called The Long Riders. So the film looks at contemporary obsessions of fighting against passing time, a variation on the life, the shelf life of actresses as it's seen in the film. There's a lot of Dorian Gray in this film as well. You remember the story of Dorian Gray, who left his portrait in the attic. There's something of this in this film. It's an interesting film because it's a very explicit film. I think that's the least we can say. It's really, I mean, there's no suggestion, there's no beating about the bush. I mean, it's really gore and openly gore. But it's a film which, of course, you can open lots of drawers, you can find lots of metaphors, but it's not a discrete film. It's a film which is very blatant, which really goes for it headlong, and this is what Coralie Fargeat wanted to do with this body horror film. And so it's a serious competitor for the Palme. Could we have 3 women in 3 years with 2 genre films? This is a question that the jury will decide on. But it's true that the proposal is a strong proposal. So Dennis Quaid with the photographers. He's an awful character in the film. He plays the boss of a TV station with the star that we can see here now, Demi Moore. She plays an aging star in this film, and she's going to be fired, and she wants to get her revenge. So Demi Moore, big smiles today. The film had several minutes applause last night. What's interesting as well is that the competition is carrying on today with the master. We're going to see Cronenberg today, his film today, one of the sources of inspiration for Julia Ducournau and Coralie Fargeat, somebody who's looked a great deal, explored the questions of deformed bodies, and it's interesting to see that genre film has got its letters of nobility here in Cannes. So they're moving towards the Festival Palace. Demi Moore has got her little dog with her, her little furry friend. They're soon going to be answering questions from journalists. So the substance directed by an American in English, a French actress in English.
Guide-moi avec ma main.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Guide-moi avec ma main.
It's true. I don't know where that exists hardly. But like you said,
Oops. Ah, good job.
yeah,
And there we are, they are going
nice.
over the footbridge, you know well. In a few moments we'll see how audiences received this film yesterday, and it was very favourable. Like a lot of critics on the social networks, and while we're waiting for the official reviews to come out, but a lot of superlatives on Twitter. It's crazy, incredible, exhilarating. It goes further than you could imagine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, so this year when they asked me if I would do it again, and then after all of that, then I filmed it.
Screening wasn't at all disappointing for
Wow.
So I
the
wasn't.
audience who saw it yesterday.
Something tells me that's a good thing.
Merci les loups. C'était épique tout
So,
seul. Hein.
fans
Non, mais,
waiting for them
Un couloir.
in the festival theatre, festival palace. Dennis Quaid. Photographs being signed.
Dennis, did you love the standing ovation?
Thank you so much, Dennis. Thank you so much. Take good care. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Demi, you look amazing. What is your
There is Demi
secret?
Moore also signing
Are you loving
posters,
Trump so far?
probably films that made a career, films like Disclosure, Ghost, G.I. Jane, and she's back in the greatest festival, film festival in the world for a shock film, a film that where we weren't expecting her to be in a film like this, where she gives a performance which is incredible. Demi Moore, Coralie, Fargeat, the French director. Her second film. It's rare to be in competition so soon in your career. Her first film was called Revenge, which was a horror film as well.
Could you give me please the market name?
Genre cinema has always been very committed to thinking about criticisms of the consumer society in zombie films such as George A. Romero or Chuck Norris's Patriots, or films which are feminist films now, because this is one of Coralie Fargeat's intentions, is to push back the boundaries and really get to grips with the question of the spectacle society, the aging of women, and society's view on that. A film which was shot in the south of France, an American film, in English.
Oh, thank you.
Excuse me. Miss Moore, can I?
What did you see, guys, of the people after screening last night?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
What did you see, guys, of the people after screening? The best response.
Miss Moore, can I? Miss Moore, can I?
Can I ask you a picture?
Hola, guapa.
I can just do one.
Hola, guapa.
So the director and her actress, Dennis Quaid, Demi Moore.
Thank you. Demi.